All right, shalom, shalom. We're the real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. First off and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory be unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Makar Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Quick little lesson, because, through the Spirit, the Lord's getting ready to bless us with a lot of things, man. And one thing I want to touch on is, the fact of spiritual powers, man. And really the title of this lesson is that warlike mentality King David had is going to come back 100-fold, man. All right? Especially us being in those new bodies. All right? And let me just read a couple of scriptures. Psalms 18 and 34. He teaches, matter of fact, let me start up. Psalms 18 and 33, he maketh my feet like hinds' feet and setteth me upon high places. A hind's feet is what? Like a deer's feet, man. All right, you ever seen a deer jump over something? They get up high. Imagine how, first of all, everything back then, in the ancient world was a lot bigger than what it is today. So imagine how high a deer used to jump up back then. So, that's damn like superhuman strength, all right? And this was on this side, okay? It says, verse 34, he teaches my hands to war, so a bow of steel is broken on my arms. All right, do you know what a bow of fucking steel is? This is King David speaking. So imagine when we get those spiritual powers, man, those new bodies. Hey, listen. Think of the hardest thing on planet Earth, whether it's flint, whether it's gold, diamonds, whatever. We're gonna be cutting through material like that, like a hot knife through butter, a hot knife through melted butter. All right. Let me get this other one for you. Psalms 44 and 1, which is perfect. Blessed is Yahweh, my strength, which teaches my hands to war and my fingers to fight. Okay? The Lord is going to put that spirit back into us to do some glorious things. Matter of fact, what did he say in Ezekiel? Let me grab this. Where is that at? Let me get this. The Lord wasn't... Hey, man, so many words. The Lord ain't fucking around. Ezekiel 25 and 14. For I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they should do in Edom according to my anger, according to my fury, and they should know my vengeance, saith Yahweh, thy power. We can't do this of our own accord. We need Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai to put that spirit upon us. All right? Let's see what type of things we did. All right? Second Samuel 23 and 8. By these be the names of the mighty man who David had, the Tachomite that sat in the seat, chief among the captains. The same was Dino, the Inzanite, who lifted up his spear and slew 800. Lifted up his spear against 800 and slew at one time. So this man slew at one time 800 people, man. Okay? 800 people in a fucking fight with a sword. What did Samson do with that jawbone? 1,000 motherfucking Philistines, right? Okay? Hold on. I think it's another one. It may be 300. Check this out. Just 2 Samuel 23 and 18. And Abishai, the brother of Joab, the son of Zuriah, the chief among the three, had lifted up his spear against 300 and slew them and had the name among three. All right? Hey, one spear, 300 men. One fight. All right? Matter of fact, let me keep on going down. He said, was he not most honorable out the three? Therefore, he was their captain. Howbeit, he attained not to the first three. So he says, was he not more honorable than the three? He said, therefore he was captain. He said, howbeit he attained not to the first three. That shit heavy. All right? It says, verse 20, he says, and Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, the son of a valiant man, Kabzeel, who had done many acts, he slew 2 lion-like men in Moab, which was 2 strong-ass, 2 mighty men in Moab, man, and went down also and slew a lion in the midst of the pit in the time of the snow. All right? Man was so hot, so enraged after war that he went to go slew a goddamn lion. And understand, everything back in the ancient world was a lot bigger than what it is today. So when it says 2 mighty men of fucking Moab, 2 lion-like mighty men of Moab, imagine that fight. And then the man went to go kill a mighty-ass lion in the den. Hey, that man... Check this out, verse 22. And he slew the Egyptian, a goodly man, and the Egyptian had a spear in his hand, but he went down to him with a staff. The man had a staff. And plucked the spear out the Egyptian's hand and slew him with his own spear. So he counted his ass. Brothers, you gotta put yourself into this movie, man. Cause I get heavy into the gladiator scenes, the gladiatorial type warfare. All right, that shit get heavy. I get into the guerrilla warfare, and I'm talking about hand-to-hand combat. Cause you had to be a bad motherfucker back then to survive. My man's killed 800 with 1 spear. You have to have the spirit of the Lord on you to do things of such glory. Shit. All right? Now check this out. Check this out. These things did Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, had a name among the 3 mighty men, and he was more honorable than 30, but he attained not to the first 3. The same thing that is said in verse 19. All these is raw-ass men of King David that did glorious things, but his top 3 men, he basically saying they wasn't even on that level. These men killed 800, 300. Imagine that coming back again, but 100-fold. What did the Lord say we was going to do? Let's check this out. Check this out. I already know where I'm going to. Jeremiah 51 and 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and I will destroy kingdoms. And with thee I will break into pieces the horses, the riders. And with thee I will break into pieces the chariot and his rider. And with thee also will I break into pieces man, woman. Hey, we ain't going to be sexist in that day. And with thee will I break in pieces old and young. And with thee will I break into pieces young man and the maid. And I also break into pieces with these shepherds and his flocks. Yeah. All right. Flocks, and with thee I'll break into pieces the husbandman, his yoke oxen, and I'll break into pieces captains and rulers. All right? That's every fucking thing. Okay? Everything. Everybody, every warlike weapon, every tank, any warlike vehicles, all right? Anything on that nature. You know, the Lord said he was going to rip through it. All right? And who did he say he was going to use? Us. He said he was going to break into pieces the nations. That's Revelations 2. That rod of iron and breaking their ass into shivers. Hey, what did Micah say he was going to do to these nations, man? All right? Micah 4. All right? The Lord is getting ready to give us power like this, brothers. Okay? And who gonna be able to stop us in that day? All right? Micah 4 and 13. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thy horn iron, and I will make thy hooves brass, and thou shalt break into pieces many people, And I will consecrate their gain into the Lord and their substance into the Lord of the whole earth. Beat your ass, take your shit, and give it to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Thus saith the scriptures. Guess what? Them niggas in church ain't gonna tell you this, man. And pretty soon the words of the prophets are gonna be ended. We ain't gonna be out here teaching you dumb niggas no more. All right, we're going to be teaching you with our hands through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and that's breaking through your ass. Hey, the scriptures say we're going to break the shepherd and his flock, and how much more you actual pastors. All right? Next chapter, Micah 5. The Lord had to say this twice. All right, Micah 5 and 8. And the remnant of Jacob should be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people as a lion amongst the beasts of the forest. You know what a lion do to the other beasts in the forest? As a young lion among the flocks of sheep. Now, a young lion is in his prime. Who, if he go through, both treadeth down and teareth in pieces, and none could deliver. Thy hand should be lifted up upon thy adversaries, and thy enemies shall be cut off. And the Lord, like I said, the Lord is going to bring that warlike mentality back again. All right? Hey, man, you people are really going to be the strangers of our salvations. Because when New Jerusalem come back down, it's not about to be pretty for nobody on this earth, man. Okay? Nobody on this earth, man. And these are the scriptures. This is the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. David and them did that on this side, in these chains of darkness. How much more when we got those perfect bodies, man? So yes, Esau, YouTube, hey, y'all do what y'all must. Do what y'all must, because the Lord, let's get it. Isaiah 58 and 19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against them. The Lord's going to rise up his mighty man. All right? Hey, how's this? Let's get it. It's Daniel 7 to 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. How y'all think that's going to happen, man? That's why you see all these dumbass some of these Israelite camps want to be militant. Listen, first of all, we don't need none of that. And two, we ain't going to be able to do none of that until Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai put his spirit upon us, man. All right? Check this out. Psalms 137 and 9. Happy shall he be that taketh thy little ones and dasheth thy slugger. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stone. Hey, we're going to get Edom. Put it that, that scripture said enough. We're going to get Edom for sure. And it's going to be in the most brutal, gruesome way. All right? I got to end it with this. Psalms 149 and 6. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetter of iron, which is called slavery, because we're going to be slaughtering, beating ass, and putting people in slavery. The Lord said we're going to run through the horse and his rider, all right? The rider and his chariot, all that. Your different warlike vehicles, man. They ain't going to have no effect on us. Like I said, a hot knife going through melted butter. That's how easy it's going to be. Like a bird parting the air, all right? That's how crisp it's going to be. All right, to execute upon them the judgment written, this honor have all the saints, praise ye Yahweh. All right, so this is what the Lord got coming to us, man. All right? Yeah, all those great battles Israel went through back then, Can you imagine how glorious some of those fights were? The Maccabees, things of that nature. Man, call on how about Shemal Shai? Hey, 2020 Lord shaking up a lot of shit. I'm gonna say it that way. That I pray you was edified. All praises, honor, and glory be unto you. How about Shemal Shai? Double honors to the elder apostles of great millstone. Salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Bye, ball.